What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Ahead of Smith's return in the Downton Abbey sequel, we've decided to get into her history of acting. The English actress began acting in the mid-1950s, and so far she has an extensive career of over 60 films and 70 plays. Because we'll need a lot of time mentioning all of them, we've decided to go through the most popular ones. From Harry Potter's teacher to the film that won her the Academy Award for Best Actress, here are some of Dame Maggie Smith's best movie roles and actings. Othello, 1965. Adapting Shakespeare is a pretty difficult task, and if you check out Othello, a film made back in 1965, you'll be amazed by its perfectly adapted source material. There's no doubt that the works of Shakespeare are thrillingly theatrical and cinematic, and Maggie Smith managed to portray Desdemona in an unbelievable way. Shakespeare's Desdemona is a Venetian charming lady who angers her father, a Venetian senator, when she leaves with Othello, a Moorish man. Directed by Stuart Berg, the film stars Laurence Olivier, Maggie Smith, Joyce Redman, and Frank Finley, who all received Oscar nominations for their performances. Washington Square, 1997. Washington Square is Agnieszka Holland's adaptation of the Henry James novel by the same name. The film stars Albert Finney as Dr. Sloper, Ben Chaplin as mysterious Morris Townsend, and Maggie Smith as Aunt Lavinia Penniman. The VIPs, 1963. The VIPs, also known as Hotel International, is a 1963 British drama film that was directed by Anthony Asquith. The plot of the film revolves around Les Mangrum, a character portrayed by Rod Taylor, an Australian businessman who needs to go to NY as soon as possible in order to save his business. Then we are introduced to Miss Mead, Maggie Smith's role, who is secretly in love with Magnum. Smith and Taylor both brought amazing performances that are still praised by critics.
Well, let's have another go at this.
That'd be squiffy.
Marvelous. That I should like to see, Miss Mead. Just
The Lonely Passion of Judith Hearn, 1987. In this film, Maggie plays the role of Judith Hearn, a person who teaches piano and lives quite a depressing life. However, the big twist comes when she meets James Madden, a character portrayed by Bob Hoskins. A Private Function, 1984. A Private Function is a 1984 British comedy film with Michael Palin and Maggie Smith. Michael Palin's performance, combined with Maggie Smith's talents, makes this delightful comedy a must-see. Nothing Like a Dame, 2018. Nothing Like a Dame is a 2018 British documentary film directed by Roger Michell. The film features conversations between actresses Eileen Atkins, Judi Dench, Joan Plowright, and Maggie Smith. The talks in the film were all inspired by the actress's real-life experiences from acting. California Suite, 1978. This is an adaptation of the Neil Simon play in which a divorced couple, Hannah, Jane Fonda, and Bill, Alan Alda, fight over custody of their daughter while an actress, Maggie Smith, worries if she'll get an Oscar as her husband, Michael Caine, confesses he's gay. Truly brilliant performances by two of the most praised actors in Hollywood. Smith and Caine are an unbelievable duo.
Hello? Your eggs Benedict, please.
You have to ask for room service first.
Gosford Park, 2001. She plays Lady Trentham in Gosford Park, which comes from an Oscar-winning screenplay by Julian Fellows, who also worked on Downton Abbey, the show and the film. The story of Gosford Park follows a group of rich Britons and an American producer all joined with their servants, who meet for a shooting weekend at Gosford Park. For all dedicated Downton Abbey fans, this is clearly a must-see.
Yeah, by the way, are any of the others getting up for breakfast? The women, I mean.
I think Lady Lavinia, maybe.
The Lady in the Van, 2015. Maggie Smith's one of the most praised performances is the one of Mary, the old, cranky lady who stays in her van in the driveway of a writer, Mr. Bennett, for 15 years. In order to have an amazing movie night with the Lady in the Van, we won't further spoil the film for those of you who haven't seen it. A Room with a View, 1985. Smith plays Charlotte Bartlett in Ruth Pryor Jabavla's adaptation of E.M. Forster's novel, directed by James Ivory. Despite being an older film, A Room with a View is a masterpiece that perfectly captures Smith's gift of acting. Sister Act, 1992. Maggie Smith plays the role of a Reverend Mother in the 1992 movie Sister Act. The cast of the film is phenomenal, as there are some great performances by Whoopi Goldberg, Kathy Najimy, Harvey Keitel, and Bill Nunn. Aside from laughing out loud throughout the entire film, you'll also hear one of the best film soundtracks ever.
Suppose he did it to keep St. Francis from closing, and it worked.
St. Francis isn't closing?
No.
The Last September, 1999. Maggie Smith performed in John Banville's adaptation of Elizabeth Bowen's novel set in 1920s Ireland, and in it, she played Lady Naylor. Young Cassidy, 1965. In Young Cassidy, Smith plays the character of Nora. Interestingly enough, Maggie Smith was 31 years old on the set of this, and in it, you can clearly see how beautiful and attractive she was. Currently 86 years old, Smith is still shining with charisma.
I'm Seamus, but I'll say it. I love you, Johnny.
Ladies in Lavender, 2004. Ladies in Lavender is a 2004 British drama film written and directed by Charles Dance. The film's plot follows sisters Ursula, Judi Dench, and Janet, Maggie Smith, as they discover an almost dead young man, Daniel Bruhl, on the beach near their home in a small Cornish fishing village. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, 2001. Probably the most known role of Smith is the one of Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter franchise. McGonagall is a professor at Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry. We really doubt it, but if there's anyone not familiar with that Harry Potter book is about, the film series follows the story of a young wizard who finds out that he's a magician and goes to a wizarding school named Hogwarts to learn how to control and use the wizarding powers.
Now, in a few moments, you will pass through these doors and join your classmates. But before you can take your seats, you must...
Downton Abbey, 2019. Smith has portrayed Violet Crawley, the Dowager Countess of Grantham, in 2019's continuation of Downton Abbey. But thanks to the end of the original 2019 film, fans were not sure if Smith will come back to reprise her role in the sequel. Thankfully, it was recently announced that the actress will come back to play the role of Violet Crawley in the very anticipated Part 2.
Someone must, Sarah. I may never rise again. Thank you.
Richard III, 1995. Richard III is a 1995 British film adaptation of William Shakespeare's play of the same name, directed by Richard Loncrane. In the successful adaptation, Smith plays the irritable king's mother, the Duchess of York. Smith acts along with the amazingly talented Ian McKellen in the successful film. Evil Under the Sun, 1982. Fascinating skills of deduction and observation, intelligence and manners, we're of course talking about Sherlock Holmes, one of the world's most famous detectives. Well, Maggie Smith got the chance to appear in such a story, a Hercule Poirot film. 1982's Evil Under the Sun follows the story of a mysterious murder of an actress, with Smith starring as Daphne Castle. Downton Abbey, 2010. As you already know, Dame Maggie Smith is no stranger to period dramas. The actress plays Violet Crawley, Dowager Countess of Grantham, ever since the show debuted in 2010. However, even though she is mostly recognized for her roles in Downton Abbey and Harry Potter, in an interview with ES Magazine, the actress said that she didn't find her two most popular characters, Violet Crawley and Professor McGonagall, satisfying.
Understanding a word. The thing is to keep smiling and never look as if you disapprove.
Travels with My Aunt, 1972. Travels with My Aunt is an American comedy film directed by George Cukor, written by Jay Preston Allen and Hugh Wheeler, with Maggie Smith in the lead role. While the film is based on the 1969 novel of the same name by Graham Greene, it differs from it a lot. Henry Pulling, Alec McMahon, meets Augusta Bertram, Maggie Smith, at his mother's funeral, and when they start traveling across Europe to the borders of Turkey and into North Africa, unusual things occur.
The difference between first class and tourist is always wiped out by the champagne and caviar.
Which of these Maggie Smith roles is your favorite? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.